you guys going back there?
Good.
How are you going, Mr. Driver?
Oh yeah, it feels like a long straight road, but
Straightest road I've ever been on.
yeah, it is so far anyway.
It's
See how
just
we go.
straight. Andrew driving, picking a good spot. I think he's going to choose somewhere over here because it's nice and open. It's next to this pretty artwork. It's a good spot. Got a nice windmill. And that's quite pretty. See if it goes all the way around. Oh, yes, it does. Quite pretty. Oh, it's sheep shearing.
Oh.
Uh-huh. It's a sheep. That's cool. So there's the artwork. And here is the spot that he's chosen, right next to it. This will be nice. find some firewood.
Mm-hmm.
And we can get it ready for later tonight. I think that should be a good amount of wood for our fire tonight. And they provide these tins so that you have somewhere to burn your fire. So that'll be good. Having some eggs for breakfast.
Specialty duck eggs.
Specialty duck eggs. Fresh from our farm back home. They're the only ones we have with us. Eggs on toast, I think.
Once we run out, then we're going to buy eggs.
Ah.
Not looking forward to that.
We haven't had to buy eggs in like 3 years because we have chickens back home. So I brought these eggs, and then I also brought 2 dozen of regular eggs and 1 dozen of hard-boiled eggs. And then in the freezer I've also got some frozen eggs that I'd cracked because
we don't like store-bought eggs.
We don't like store-bought eggs, and I'm not looking forward to the day when we run out and then we have to buy our own.
Other people cry about other things. We cry about the day that we run out of eggs.
Yes. I miss our chickens and the fresh daily eggs.
Good morning, everyone.
Hey. So we left Dubbo yesterday. We stayed overnight at Glen Hope
Campground.
Hope Campground.
Really nice there. Free camp. Can have a bit of a fire outdoors and cook your dinner. It was quite nice.
Yeah, it's just outside of Cobar. So now this morning we're driving down into Cobar, and we're going to see what this mining town has for us today. Yes. Yeah. All right. Yep. Let's go do it. Look at these guys. You're in here just blocking the sign. Thanks. The Miners Memorial.
All the miners lost.
Is that what those are?
Yeah.
What are they?
Oh.
Memorial plaques.
They're for miners that died. Did they die in the mines?
Yeah.
Mr. Harry Wood, who's the oldest one that died back in 1880.
Yeah.
Does it go from oldest?
So we made it to the top of the mine at Cobar. Here we all are, looking down on the mine site, down to the mine shaft. It's a deep hole, that's for sure. What do you reckon? Is that a deep hole or what?
Yes, it's more like a crater.
Yeah.
Imagine driving
A little bit of history on the mine operation. Different machinery and all sorts of things they use in the mine. Good evening everyone. We're just sitting around a campfire this afternoon after looking around Cobar. Yes, we've got it roaring. We just had some dinner and sitting back, just had some marshmallows. So that concludes our day at Cobar, and tomorrow we're going to make our way to Broken Hill. So stay tuned.
On the road. Where are we going?
Broken Hill. Almost there. 20 k's out.
And how long have we been driving for?
About 5.5, 6 hours.
Oh gosh, it's been a long day, and this has been our view. Like the whole day. Very flat, very open,
And
very
lots
plain.
and lots of goats and emus.
Yes, we've seen wild goats, like 1,000 of those. Wild emus. And we stopped for lunch at, Where were we at?
Oh, I was trying to think of the name of the place now.
Wilcannia.
Wilcannia.
Yes.
Yeah.
We stopped for lunch at Wilcannia,
Stops
didn't
there.
we?
If you're gonna get fuel, go to the BP self-servo. The old lady there is really nice, and it's the cheapest fuel you can get in Wilcannia.
Yes.
So make sure you stop there to get fuel.
Yes.
The lady's lovely.
Yeah, they only had 2 servos, and the BP was like 20 cents per litre cheaper. So we chose to go there, even though you have to self-serve and prepay. That worked out good. So we're probably 20 minutes, you'd say, outside of Broken Hill now, so it'll be good to get out of the car for a bit. This has been our longest day of driving
so far
since we started. There's not a lot to do between Cobar and Broken Hill, so we will film some more for you guys once we are there. So we've made it to Broken Hill. Had a very long day of driving yesterday. We were probably in the car for about 6 hours, and then we stopped for lunch at Wilcannia. And even though Broken Hill is in New South Wales, it's close enough to the South Australian border where you're actually on South Australian time. So when we did get here, we had to put the clocks back half an hour. So we did feel like we gained a little bit of extra time in our day after such a big day traveling. So for the first night, we're actually about 15 kilometers outside of Broken Hill. And we're staying at, we've stayed just one night at the Broken Hill Outback Resort. This is a paid for caravan park. As you can see, it's pretty open and pretty spacious. However, we are immediately next to the Barrier Highway, which is this road here, and there's no cars coming along it at the moment, being this rural, but during the night you can hear trucks and road trains, and there must be train tracks, yeah there are, very close by as well, because I heard a couple of trains go by, so the noise is a little bit noticeable. The one thing that's annoyed me though, I was able to do the laundry when we were at Dubbo, and I haven't been able to do it since because we just keep stopping and starting. So it's really backing up when I've got 4 people's clothes to do every day. And the good thing about when you do come to a caravan park and you're paying to be here is their sites have power and they have water. Unfortunately, the water here cannot be used at the moment. They had a big rain and it's like contaminated all of the water. So we haven't been able to hook up to that, which is a bit annoying because I can't do my washing. And normally we would take advantage of being in places like this and we would use showers and try to like save some of our own water and our own gas and things like that as well. So we had to pay $40 a night to stay here, which is actually pretty reasonable given that we're 2 adults and 2 kids. But since we can't use the water and we don't really need the power because we're an off-grid setup, it's kind of felt like we've paid $40 just to still be off-grid. And I'm going to show you what the water looks like just so you can see what I'm talking about. And I really wanted to be able to do washing here, and we're only here the one night, so I can't do it today because I have nowhere to hang it because we've got to be on the move again in an hour. So it just keeps backing up, and I'm not sure when I'm going to get a chance to do it, how much there's going to be by that time. So I'll flip this around again just so you can see a little bit of the park. But there's no playgrounds or anything for the kids, so it's, you know, it's a basic caravan park. However, it is the cheapest one that you will find in Broken Hill. So I'm just heading over to the toilets so I can show you the water, and hopefully there won't be anybody in there because I won't be able to film unless it's empty. And yeah, so I'll flick this off for now and I'll turn it back on if there's no one in the bathrooms. Okay, I'm in luck. There's no one currently in the bathrooms. Now here's what's such a shame. These showers are so beautiful. They've got these little extra ensuite areas with mirrors and sinks. They've recently renovated. The water would be so lovely and hot, and it would save our own water out of our tanks and using gas and all that stuff, and we can't use it. But this is what the water looks like in the whole park right now. So any of the water that comes out of the shower, any of the water that comes out of the sinks, any of the water that would go through their washing machines if you wanted to use theirs rather than your own, if you don't have them. And I just don't want that water on my body or my clothes. So we can't hook up our van here to their water source, because then that's what's going to run through our tanks. And I don't want to use our own tanks because the amount of washing that I have would probably drain us. And then we've got to stop somewhere and refill them up again, which is just annoying when we just filled them up yesterday before we came here. So yeah, so tonight we're staying somewhere different. It doesn't have water and things connected, so we need to make sure that our tanks stay full. And I don't know, I might get a little bit of laundry done just in my wash bag. I'll have to show you guys what that looks like, just to do some socks and undies and some essential things. And we'll probably have to stay at one of the other paid for caravan parks so I can connect to some water and use my own washing machine and do it then, because the laundromat in town isn't super reliable from the reviews that I could find online. So anyway, we're gonna go have some breakfast, and then we've got to check out of here within an hour. So we'll film some stuff around Broken Hill.
Carrying a Julie Group. There's that pedal powered generator that Alf Traeger designed, and here we have a body chart. Now you would have just seen Maggie referring to that body chart.
museum at the milk bar. The kitchen. It even smells old.
Yes. The colors.
The colour scheme.
Yellow kitchen. And this glass is...
It smells of the 1950s.
Excuse me, 1950s was a good era.
Was it?
You wouldn't have been here if it hadn't have been for that era.
Oh, was it now? You know what that is, mate?
It's a phone.
It's an old-fashioned phone. You point on the number and you zip it round to where it needs to be and let it back, and that's how you did it all. That's how it was done. No playing video games on that old TV. Old-fashioned cash register. Very, very cool.
Oh, Mum had one of these, we had one of these.
Is it for
Definitely
toast?
worth a look at.
Wow.
At the milk bar. Come check it out.
Okay, ready to go in?
Yep.
This is one continuous painting that's over 100 meters long.
I think we should break the record.
Let's have a look at it. So this part is the Flinders Ranges. Tells you what the different things are. Silverton and Mundy Plains. The Barrier Ranges. The incredible Cameron Corner. Tabubara. White Cliffs. And the sculptures, which we will be seeing for real tonight. And all this stuff in front, all this dirt and animals. They're just statues, but they look so realistic. Matawinchi. Must be part of the mountain ranges. What have we got over here? Menindee Lakes and Conchega National Park. We'll be at Menindee Lakes for the next 2 days. After tonight, Mungo National Park. Broken Hill Mines and Line of Load. And Pinnacles. Very cool. Night number 2 is at the Starview campsite in the Living Desert, and this is just a bit of a view of what it's like. That's our van down there on the end so far, and we're going to walk up some of these hills and see the sculptures in the Living Desert. What did you find?
It's silver.
Silver, that's quartz. It's quartz all over the place. Where's Holly?
I don't know.
Did she come up here too?
Yeah.
Oh, she must be around. It's very pretty. Gotta make sure we catch the sunset.